Yeah, so when I arrived here last year, my original project was on conspiracy theories and how they structure political discourse in the US. And what I wanted to do was to research this using the example of Donald Trump's inaugurational ceremony. However, that plan got cut short by the Palisades wildfire. So I switched to researching conspiracy theories around the Pacific Palisades wildfires. And in the last few weeks, I focused mainly on how the conspiracy theories around the Epstein files structured political discourse in the United States. So the way I look at conspiracy theories is to ask what kind of function they fulfill in political discourse. And one thing that I found striking is that very often conspiracy theories are not so much document of people living in different worlds or like inhabiting different communicative spaces, but it's rather a kind of drawing boundaries, trying to kind of reinscribe a kind of cognitive mapping into an incredibly chaotic political space to kind of figure out who's behind it, who's the evil guy. So if you have things like the wildfires, which involve like a gigantic number of actors that are potentially responsible for something, conspiracy theories are actually a way to make that morally navigable for people. It's like you can draw a map of who's behind what and who's to blame. And if you drive around like the burn areas here, you'll find all these "they let us burn" signs. And even if that's not like conspiracy theorizing in like a narrower sense, it points in a very similar direction, like this idea of assigning blame for something that happened in order to make it politically navigable, I guess. I loved it. It's a very inspiring. I mean, obviously the house is beautiful. Everybody working here is super nice, and staying here is like a very inspiring experience. But even if you like just add that up, there's still like a certain air to this place. I really feel that sitting right here in Thomas Mann's study is something that's inspiring in a way that's actually hard to pin down. I really felt like I did get some work done, even though I was here for only 2.5 weeks. There were so many. But I think the funniest thing was during the rainy days, I went to a used bookstore, which was like this really cramped space in which you could barely move. And I found this book with a hilarious title, The Complete Conspiracy Reader. And when I bought it, the guy owning the bookstore he asked me why I bought it, and I told him that I'm researching conspiracy theories. And he told me that every year in his Christmas break, he reads up on his favorite conspiracy and unsolved crime stories of Los Angeles. And he kept on rambling for like 20 minutes. And it gave me like a feeling for the fact that conspiracy theories, even though they're like a fairly general phenomenon in modern society, always are connected to this spiritus loci where they're articulated. And Los Angeles with its like LA noir history and like all these weird political shenanigans of the last 100 years and all this like connection to global politics and Hollywood is a breeding ground for an especially entertaining kind of conspiracy theories, I have to say. And I have to admit, I tended to overlook that before I came here.